Hello, you're watching The Luna Show, and right now you're about to meet the brilliant and exciting and innovative and of the year G Extravaganza. Now, he's known for his category in bizarre and futuristic and categories where you have to think outside the box. And usually, G Extravaganza thinks outside the box. Actually, he lives outside the box.
Hey, G Extravaganza, how are you?
Just kidding. What's up?
You're silly.
I know. Hello. Then it wouldn't be me then. Duh.
What are you doing with a leg in your pants?
I got pulled off a cab and this bitch fucking took my cab, so I ripped her prosthetic off.
I see. So are you going to use it for one of your bizarre productions?
Of course. You know, it's very this.
So as somebody who walks bizarre, tell me what's in the mind of somebody who walks bizarre? Like what inspired you to even start that?
Well, I always used to go out all the time. Well, I still do. And I actually met Princess Extravaganza. She saw me at the Roxy carrying on with like special props and things like that. And she was like, oh, you know, I love your style, da-da-da-da-da, you'd be good to do this. And I was like, really? And she told me like, yeah, there's futuristic, what was it, 3007, she said, for the POCC ball. And I was like, really? I was like, ooh, I was like, well, if I was to walk it or do it, I was like, I'm gonna do like high fashion, you know. That was my thing. Always has been, always will. So I did that big
That was your first
detailed brown paper dress, you know, it came out and it opened into a Barbie playhouse and etc. etc.
Oh, I remember that.
That was my first. Actually, that was my first one I had ever been to, and I had never been one. I knew. Well, actually, no, I lied. I didn't know what extravaganza was. I was like, oh, extravaganza sounds cute. I don't know what that is. I don't even know how to spell it. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. So I walked in. I was there with my best friend, and he's like, yeah, it was. You know, I was very snobby about it. Of course, I was like, what are we doing here? You know, because that's the way I am. And then I walked and I had a blast and I really loved it, and I discovered that it was a great outlet, even if it's a 2-3 minute window technically to get to your chins, but even though those 2-3 minutes, whether you get chopped or lost or battled or won or whatever, it's good exposure, and I saw it as a good strong point to do portfolio work. And I'm looking at the camera, I'm looking outside because I'm trying to remember. So I'm not crazy. I just have a lazy eye. I'm actually looking at you, but anyways. So yeah, that's the reason why I actually love walking balls, because everything that I walk in a ball are ideas and everything that I want to do that have nothing to do with, I can use them for the ballroom scene, but at the same time, it's like things that I just have in my own head that I want to do, you know? And so walking the ball for me is like getting my creativity out. Whether I win or lose doesn't matter, because usually I end up getting work from it, so it actually works out to my benefit. So that's kind of how I market myself.
That's hot. Are you like a fashion student or something? Or?
I went to FIDM, Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising in Los Angeles, to become a fashion designer, which I am. I have the degree and everything. I pay for it. No, I'm just kidding. And
also, besides bizarre effects, you could also do elegant.
Yeah, no, I could do. Actually, that's how I started. I used to love doing in my house. We have this really long hallway, and it's actually like about, like 50 feet long. It's our regular hallway in the house. And I used to do runway in there in all my bed sheets and everything. And I used to stand up on this ottoman underneath the chandelier, and I used to pretend I was the Statue of Liberty, because I always wanted to move and live in New York, and here I am.
Yay.
So, yeah, I always wanted to be creative, and I always wanted to be designing. I actually wanted to have superpowers, like be a wizard or something. So
was Alexander McQueen one of your inspirations as well?
He's always been one of my inspirations, and Runway in Peace now. But of course, any creative person is my inspiration, whether it's someone I love or hate, or I'm like, I don't see how. You can always appreciate creativity at its best. So.
So what's next for you though? Like in terms of either ballroom or professionally, like what do you see yourself doing the next year, in the new year?
Well, I have different hats, and I realized.
Is that one of them?
Yeah, this is one of them actually. Philip Trace.
I really could see you doing that.
Yeah, no, definitely. but of course, what do you mean? I'm gonna just talk on this. And no, I definitely see myself with different hats. I love building sets and backdrops, and I do it for clubs now, but I obviously want to take it to a bigger extent. I'm working right now on trying to do this.
The extravaganza set was beautiful for the ball.
Thank you.
That was gorgeous.
Right.
And you did an excellent job at last year's Latex Ball, 2009.
Thank you. We'll see if I get called again.
Yeah.
But you know, that all depends. I mean, I don't know who to talk to about that. Anyways, no, but I mean, I do visual work. So like I do window displays, and I work for Saks and Jeffries and Nordstrom. So I've been around doing my thing.
Well, that's awesome that you have all this creativity and you put it everywhere.
I
really
have to, because you know it's so frustrating.
Well, that's a true artist, though. An artist puts his shit everywhere.
No, exactly. No, amen to that. But my thing is like, you know, it's trying to figure out how to market yourself and be like, this is what I'm capable of doing. You know, I'm capable of doing this kind of performance art. I can do these kind of visual windows. I can do this fashion kind of designing. I can do this kind of work. So it's just learning how to keep it going. I just did my portfolio the other day, and it's like about 2 inches thick, and I kind of gagged because I was like, oh my god, I was actually really proud of myself. But yeah, no, it's definitely, there's a lot of work into it, you know, and I just keep it going. And I love it when people say you can't do it, or things that have never been done, because I love doing things the hardest way possible. I mean, anything worth doing is difficult anyways. But so that's the reason why, like, if I want to fag out or be cunt, I do it. If I want to go do like visual big displays, I go do it. If I want to go faggoty ass costumes or just crazy costumes, sorry for my language, faggoty ass costumes, I do it. If I want to do performance art with other dancers, I do it. You know, I just do it. I find a way. Yeah.
So really, your success is because you go and do it.
Yeah, like literally, like, and you know.
So is that what you would tell young artists that are?
Actually, what I would tell young artists is the best. Actually, I'm gonna tell a quick story on Jeffries. When I came to New York, before I came to New York, I was working at Saks and in Beverly Hills, and they were like, "Oh, you're gonna be in New York. You should go to Jeffries." I'm like, "What's Jeffries?" And they're like, "Oh, it's over." And so I was like, "Okay, cute." So I came here and I got very done in labels and very cunt, because that's what I was at the time. And I went to this place, and I was like, "Hi," I showed him my portfolio. He's like, "I want to work with you." He's like, "Okay." He looked at my book and he's like, "All right, cool." So that was it. Simple as that. He, like, I mean, I was
just do it.
Yeah, he was giving me freelance, and I've been there for what, 4.5 years now. So, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, people always forget the power of face-to-face and just being and be like, "Hi, my name's this is what I do. I would love to work with you." Even sometimes, even if it's like an internship, because I work best by showing my work. So if I can show off my work, it's like my work ethics and everything, you're gonna love me. Like, people just pick me up like that.
Yeah.
So they know I'm committed, I'm passionate, I love it. So yeah, I mean, definitely, just fucking do it. Like, sorry.
Yeah.
Just do it.
No,
like,
but it's true. I mean,
yeah.
An artist needs to just do it.
And there
throw
is
yourself
no
in it.
set rule, you know what I mean? Like, when I got my job at Saks in Beverly Hills, I remember I went there and I was like, "Hi," I picked up the phone actually, and my boss was like, "Oh yeah, I kind of remember." He's like, "Did we have an interview?" And I was like, "Yeah, we had an interview." He's like, "You love my work?" He's like, "Yeah, come in." And lies. But actually, I went in. He saw my work. He loved it. And I've been really good friends with him for like 7 years now. So yeah, I mean, he hooked me up from Saks to Virgin Records and everything. So I'm all over the place.
So winning of the year for Bizarre
Twice.
a few times, right?
Twice.
So what's that feeling like for you?
I like it because I'm hoping that I'm able to inspire others.
Which you have.
I really hope so. I mean, you know, you could leave one day and just like whatever, but I really hope to inspire people. I like to be a little beacon of light that can say, yes, you can do it. You know, yes, you're not supposed to put shit in your head like, you know, Happy Meal boxes, or jump on a bouncing ball, or come on a floating ladder, or carry a 40-foot silver fan. You know, you're not supposed to do that, or who would ever think? But sometimes doing those things, it's like, wow, I never thought about it. And I try to push people to think outside of the box, really. Yeah. Because it helps everyone, really. Like, you know, you see everything in a different perspective, and you actually realize the more you see everything out of a box, there's so many resources to everyone's creativity that you could use. And it's amazing. Like, I want to use all this fucking snow right now. Bring a snowblower into the ball. You see it?
Yeah, I see.
I'm sorry, this is a long video. Sorry.
That was cool.
All right, I love you. I'm gonna end it right there.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Luna.
I
I
make
make
it
see
big.
everyone else around the U.S. because I want to start traveling with it, so
Yay.
everybody can see it. Everybody,
Yeah,
not
you're
just
wonderful.
New York.
You're